There's a portion of scripture in the New Testament where the Apostle Paul says, if I have done something wrong, anything near like the charges that are being brought against me, I do not refuse to die. And as we enter into Samuel chapter 20, it's kind of an interesting thing. This morning, David kind of says the same thing. If I've done something wrong against Saul, I do not refuse to die. Let's pick up the account in 1 Samuel chapter 20. David fled to Naioth in Ramah and came to Jonathan and asked, what have I done? What did I do wrong? How have I sinned against your father so that he wants to take my life? Jonathan said to him, no, you won't die. Listen, my father doesn't do anything great or small without telling me. So why would he hide this matter from me? This can't be true. But David said, your father certainly knows that I have found favor with you. He has said to Jonathan, must not know about this, or else he will be grieved. Jonathan also swore, as surely as the Lord lives, as you yourself live, there must be a step between, but there is but a step between me and death. Jonathan said to David, whatever you say, I will do for you. So David told him, look, tomorrow is the new moon, and I'm supposed to sit down and eat with the king. Instead, let me go and I'll hide in the countryside for 2 nights. If your father misses me at all and says, David urgently requests my permission to go quickly to his hometown in Bethlehem for an annual feast there involving the whole clan. If he says good, then your servant is safe. But if he becomes angry, you will know that he has evil intentions. Deal kindly with your servant, for you have brought me into a covenant with you before the Lord. If I have done anything wrong, then kill me yourself. Why take the matter to your father? You know, it's an interesting thing. At this point in the scriptures, you know, last chapter, in chapter 19, you know, 3 different times people had to intervene because Saul wanted to kill David. The first time, Jonathan intervened on his behalf. The next time, Michal, you know, when agents were sent to David's house, his wife Michal was put in a position where she had to rescue David and intervene on his behalf. And then finally, agents were basically sent to pursue David with Samuel, the prophet Samuel, and God made all of the agents. And then finally, King Saul, when he went, he made them all prophesy so they couldn't carry out this murderous task against David. And so all of that to say is, as we embark on chapter 20, David goes to Jonathan and goes, look, we've made this covenant together, but tell me what I've done. Tell me what I've done against your father, and if I've done something that's, you know, legitimate, I do not refuse to die. In fact, he even tells Jonathan, you know what, go ahead and take my life now. Why even bother your father with it? And it's very obvious here that Jonathan continues to try to protect him. He basically testifies to the fact that he has not done anything wrong against King Saul. And all of that to say, David comes up with this idea, this kind of scheme to discern where Saul's at. And he basically said, he goes, Jonathan, this is what you need to do. Tell your father that I basically went to the city of Bethlehem to basically participate in a feast with my clan. And if your father, and he goes, by the way, I'll be hiding in the countryside for 2 days. And if your father basically takes notice and goes, oh,